opinion, how is the world of publishing being influenced by social media?
Social media has had a really, really dramatic effect on the world of publishing. And I speak as somebody who has been a journalist, an editor, a publisher, and I've worked for newspapers like the Sunday Times and the Daily Telegraph, and I have written for trade magazines, and I've published consumer magazines and all the rest of it. So I know that world pretty well. But also fairly familiar with the world of social media now, and the impact has been quite dramatic. Where I think that the impact has been greatest is in respect of particularly trade magazines.
Okay.
Now, let me explain a bit further. Within trade magazines, professional publications, you get self-selected or self-indexed groups of people who share a professional interest. And in that magazine, you have a bit of editorial, you have some advertising, you have a reader's letters page, yeah? And it goes out to that self-selected audience, which is great, that's fine. Now, what's happened with the world of social media is that groups, particularly groups say on LinkedIn, have taken the place of that, because if you think about it, you've got a self-selected audience.
It's already done.
It's done. You've got a combination of commercial messages together with editorial content, and the reader's letters page has effectively taken over the whole thing.
So you've got nothing to do.
So where does that leave trade publications? Because they can be just transformed completely onto groups within LinkedIn and similar environments.
Yeah.
So it really has been totally turned on its head, and
It's almost automated, isn't it?
it's basically putting the power, the influence back into the hands of that audience. So if you've got something to say, or a question you're wanting to raise, or a topic that you're really trying to get your head around, and you want to discuss that with your peers, you don't need to just write letters to the editor and hope that somebody replies in a month's time.
4 years.
4 years, whatever. You post a discussion and you get that feedback straight away, and you get likes, and you get people contacting you privately, and all the rest of it. So it's a fantastic sort of vibrant environment for business to business communications, and that's why there are so many groups, particularly on LinkedIn, for business to business communities and business interests.
Would you say that's the best channel? My next question was going to be, what channels are better for B2B marketing or B2B business?
Okay. At this point, at this moment, I think LinkedIn is the best for B2B. It differs in its applications in different parts of the world. As you know, some things are more popular in some countries than others. And of course, when I'm talking LinkedIn, I'm referring to English-speaking audiences. In China, the answer would be completely and utterly different. But there's also a big difference between the American market and the European market. So in the US, there are far more business applications for Facebook. In Europe, in EMEA, LinkedIn is the place for business stuff. And I think that is the way it's going to be, at least for the next year or two. But things change so quickly in the world of social media. Heaven only knows where it's going to be in 2 years' time.
Yes.